Well, hello there, everyone. Sweet Sour back again. And I got a pretty exciting video today because I am doing something new with my Auras compilations. I'm I'm basically working to get away from Weak Auras itself, and I'm actually creating my Weak Auras package into a standalone add-on. And the reason for this is I just didn't like the flow of how much work was required for installing and updating my auras, especially the installing part where you had to get all the strings for all the compilations, and then you had to go to Dropbox, you had to get the files, you have to go into interface, create a new folder, drop the files, and it was just so tedious, and there was just so much steps required, and I just wanted to create a more seamless experience for everyone that are enjoying my add-on or my auras. So this isn't my first time making an add-on, and this is a very new type of add-on that I'm creating, especially when I'm trying to mimic weak auras. So it's been quite the undertaking because it requires much more work than weak auras, because weak auras does a lot of the frame building for you, and I found that some of the things were excessively challenging, like creating a vertical progress bar took me an entire day to figure out and get it to work properly. But anyways, so as it turns out, there were some very awesome benefits to creating my own add-on, or turning the auras into an add-on. And it's just everything is acting much more crisp. Everything's more like the flow is more fluent, and I feel really good about it. So this is what I have so far, and I'm going to prove that this is an add-on by trying to open weak auras because I've disabled it. So I'm going to type /WA, nothing. So what you're seeing here is purely my add-on. And so what I've done to start is I've done away with the X boxes that signify you have no talents learned in the specified boxes. So what I've done to replace that is I've created a dynamic setup of the bottom row, and including the top row. I'll get to that in a moment. But basically, as you can see in the bottom row, there are only 3 boxes, which normally in the weak aura compilation there's 5. So that will change depending on what talents you choose. So for example, when I get rid of Storm Elemental, Elemental Mastery as well as Fire Elemental will appear because Storm Elemental and Fire Elemental share the same button or talent. So click on that, and there you go. Now the extra step that I made that was very tricky is I've organized them to be longest cooldown to shortest cooldown. So 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. So now I'm going to learn more add-ons, or talents. So we're going to go to Ice Fury. Bang, it's there. And because Ice Fury is less than 2 minutes, it's here. But because it's more than 15 seconds, it's here. Take away Ascendance. Change Gust of Wind to Ancestral Guidance. And because Ancestral Guidance is longer, yeah. So it's amazing. I love how it turned out. It was a challenge, but I'm really happy I managed to get it to work. So, it's awesome. So here, actually, I'm going to get rid of all and then when you have nothing, you just left with Fire Elemental. All right, so we'll get some of these back. And so, oh, right, yeah, top row. So top row, same thing. If you don't have Elemental Blast, it'll just give you the basic 3 food groups of your rotation. Now, the other thing that I really like is the cooldown sweep, as it's called, the animation where it's like a clock that goes around the icon signifying how much time is left on the cooldown, is much, much more cleaner in this version. Because as you've seen in the weak auras, it's very... I'm not sure what the word I would use. Like, it's very clunky almost. Like you see like random lines going through it. It doesn't feel very smooth, but I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to throw an elemental blast. So it actually uses the built-in cooldown sweep through the game. So the same one that's down here. The text looks better, and if you watch now, it actually gives you that flash signifying that the ability is ready. So I wanted to get that into the weak auras, but I wasn't sure if that was possible. I tried looking, and eventually I just gave up. And then same thing over here. I decided to bring certain things over here that weren't as important. For example, Astral Shift. So because they're smaller, they have a smaller text, but they have the same cooldown sweep. I've added Earth Elemental. And so as I mentioned before, I created the vertical progress bars. And so I'll show you Earth Elemental. I decided to make it look a little extra fancy, so really happy with that. And as you see, it moves if you have Fire Elemental up. Yeah, this whole thing, like right here, that took an entire day to do, but it was worth it. Yeah, the Maelstrom bar works as is expected. I got the Ice Fury bar to work. Oops, I don't have Ice Fury learned. I have to do that. There we go. Yep, so that's working as it did in the weak auras. The Maelstrom bar, let me get up to 80 Maelstrom. Get up there. And one more. Uh-oh. There's a bug. Alright. Noted. Yeah, this is very early stages, so I'm not surprised that some bugs were found. But basically, the elemental is done. So the base coding structure foundation is complete, more or less. So now for doing enhancement and resto, it's just a matter of copy and pasting code. So there's really no more trying to figure out how to code things and get them to work. And so it's a bit of a time crunch because I'm trying to get this out before Legion. I think I can do it, but I'm really excited to get you guys this because updating it alone is going to be so much better because I'll be able to create saved variables, so any kind of changes or customizations you do, updates won't overwrite them. You won't have to, move an aura out of the group to keep your customizations and all that stuff. I'm going to try and create a GUI to have like a window where you have checkboxes so you can make customizations and whatnot. That might come after release depending on how long it'll take. So for those who want it right away, you might have to bear with just the bare minimum customizations for the time being. We'll see how the rest of the specs go. But either way, I'm very excited. I'm having a lot of fun creating this add-on. It's definitely been a challenge in certain areas. There's nothing like trying to get something to work through coding to the point where you almost give yourself a headache. Yeah, it's been the process, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. But I'm also really happy with how much people are enjoying my add-ons, or my auras, rather. My YouTube channel is doing well. People are commenting on it, saying they love the auras. All the forums, all that stuff. It's really what helps drive me to do all this stuff. I think I might because someone suggested that I should set up a PayPal donation thing, so, if not, why not? If any of you supported enough to help donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. And, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks again for all the support. And until next time, have a good one.